Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Kodeations coming at you today with another video, ladies and gentlemen. And today, baby, we are back on Brave Dungeon, and we are going to be doing a guide on mine battles. I'm going to explain a little bit about mine battles, how they function, how they work, kind of give you the gist of exactly what you should be doing, because if you already know, they are timed events, and let me tell you, they are super quick, and there is absolutely no tutorial that you get. So loading in there, anything you're doing besides what you're supposed to be doing is absolutely wasting time and killing your score and your reward at the end. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into the video. All right, jumping right in. So where the mine battle section in the game, it's going to be in the Agora, or this little giant blimp thing on the far left-hand side of the screen. You can't miss it, so you're going to click on the funky-looking blimp. Right below the storm field section is the mines battle option. So you can see that we are starting in actually 40 minutes. So hopefully we can get this video knocked out and ready to go. But basically, one thing keynote to note before you jump into a mines battle is coming in here, setting up your lineup. So you can actually do this prior to the mine battle actually starting, and it's 100% advised to do so, because if you don't, then you're going to be like a lot of those other players where you're stuck inside the mines battle, the timer's still running down, and you're sitting there trying to funnel with your 3 different teams. So in the mine battle section, you do control 3 different teams manually, of course. So you've got your first team, your front and your back, your second and your third. You can adjust different pets and also your different artifacts as well, and you can use the arrow keys to throw those teams to number 1 slot or the 3rd slot. So it doesn't really matter, but that's basically simple. It's very similar to like the arena style. I can't remember what it is, but anyways, the arena style. Geez, the arena section in the game where you can actually pick different teams. So very, very quick and easy. The store section does sell what they call the soul chest. So they have different rarities. So they've got the rare soul chest, elite soul chest, and the legendary soul chest. And yes, you guessed it. They are the souls that you actually need for the soul memory section in the game. So that's basically going to be where you get those souls from those soul chests. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and take a look at a screenshot really quick to show you exactly what it's going to look like when you join the mines. So since the mines are not starting until 40 minutes, and not only that, the mine section is also timed. So it's a very timed event, time-sensitive event. Therefore, I can't load in there and do it and do really well in the event. You know, and also tell you guys everything. So without further ado, this is what it's going to look like once you join into a mine, or join into a mine battle. The difference is here is you will actually be starting at the starting zone where all the other players are. You will see all the other players take off and start running. Basically, your first objective, or one of the main objectives for the mine battle, is to, you know, basically leave that starter zone with all 3 of your teams, and then basically take over different mines on the map. Okay, so you take over a different mine by entering that said mine. But basically, the interface here is what we're going to discuss right off the bat. So as you can see here, one of the most important things is this green timer, which is going to be right here. This green timer is going to be when the battle ends. So when the battle ends, it's actually going to kick you out of mine battles, take you back to the home screen to collect your rewards, and you get your rewards from the inbox section in the game. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind, keep a note, and also keep an eye on as you're in the section. So next big thing on here is going to be your stamina in the top right-hand corner. You have 100 stamina. Every player has 100 stamina. Every team of yours has 100 stamina. And basically, when you compete, when you compete with other players, even if you lose or if you win, you still consume that stamina. Okay, so that's a really key factor to take note. If you happen to deplete your stamina and you hit 0, it will take that team that you're specifically on back to the starting zone. And you have a 20-second cooldown timer before you can actually leave the starting zone. There is a speedy process, so you can actually spend some diamonds. I can't remember if it's 100 diamonds. Let me check my notes to see if I wrote it down. I can't remember if it's 100 diamonds or it's 200. Yeah, it's 100 diamonds is what my notes say as of right now. So basically, it's 100 diamonds. You could spend that, and it basically resets that cooldown, you know, instantly. You don't have to spend the 20 seconds sitting there, so you can get right back into the fight. And I highly recommend that if you, is the first couple times you've been playing the mines battle, just spend the 100 diamonds really quick to get back in there and to learn more and more and more. Because the more you play these little side events, or not events, but these little like timed things going on in our game modes. There you go. As you play more of these game modes, you're going to learn more as you play more, right? And so just converse with your guild. The guild, I'm sure your guild has probably already developed some type of strategy that they want to do or try to utilize the best that they can. So there's that. On the right-hand side over here, though, ignore all of this junk, this fluffy mumbo jumbo for your ranking and your chat, your record, notes, map, all of this stuff. I would highly suggest ignore all of these little icons on here, because if you do click on that stuff, again, it's wasting that precious time that's up here at the top right hand corner for the mind battle. The mind battle are time sensitive, so you don't want to waste any time in here trying to adjust anything else or modify anything on the fly. So on the bottom of the screen here, you do see 3 different flag colors. These 3 different flags on the bottom correlate with your team. So as you can see here, your first team is going to be here, second, and your third team with a corresponding flag. So as you can see right here, you can see a little bit of synopsis of your team. You can see who is all on that team. You can see their stamina. You can see your BP. You can see their artifact and their pet. Okay, so what exactly does this mean? So when you start off in the mind battle section and everybody's in the starting zone, you will be on flag 1. So you will be able to utilize that team, move them around by clicking on the map. It is a roguelike idle RPG. So you're going to click around the map, and then as you get to a mine and take over a mine, and that team is basically being utilized somewhere, then you will click the second flag, which then will bring you back to the starting zone. It'll phase you out to your second team, and then you will and rinse and repeat the same process. So you actually grab that second team, hunt other mines, and continue to do the same or something similar than what you did on the first team. And then basically trickling down to the third team, you click the third flag, and you rinse and repeat the same exact process. You're going to drag that team around onto the map. You're going to take over some mines. Now, there are 2 different types of mines. You have a super mine, as you can see right here, indicated with the word super and a little bubble off to the side. And then you have regular mines as indicated with nothing off to the side. These super mines will generate more currency, and you actually get more points and all that other stuff towards your ranking and everything by taking over a super mine. The regular mines are just basically going to give you the basic bare bones essentials and points that you need, basically the same as every other mine in there besides the super mines, right? However, everybody and their mothers and their brothers and their sisters and your cousins and your guildies, whatever, everybody wants to take over a super mine. So my tip for you 100% would be, if you are trying to take over a super mine and you have died already a couple of times or 1 or 2 times and you are not successfully beating anybody in that super mine, then I would advise to drop it, leave it alone, go take over some other mines elsewhere that you can take over, so you can start building up some of that currency and some of those points and everything, because that's going to be more beneficial for you than sitting here dying over and over again and feeding yourself to the person in a super mine. Okay, so don't waste your time on doing that. The flag to the left of any mine in the game is going to be indicate what guild it currently has that mine, or is the ownership of that mine. And then as you can see here, the mines do change color. So you can see a super mine over here that is actually an XP mine versus like the green mine. So it doesn't really matter. Get in there, take over the mines, try to hit those super mines, work with your guildies, because like I said, we're going to take a look at a second screenshot here, which is going to be what it looks like when you actually join in on a mine. So the first thing you're going to see right off the top that I do not have on the screen because I've already been joined, or was already joined in on this mine, is going to be the big plus sign at the very top. So you click the plus sign in order to join in. Once you join in, it will throw you, as you can see right here, we are on Beowulf's account for this demonstration, just because he has some of the other additional souls and chapters already unlocked, and I wanted to show you that. Not that I couldn't have done that, but it just makes it a little bit easier when I use like my partner's account basically sometimes to show something that he has a little bit more of or knowledge of. So but basically you're going to see this here. Beowulf, we're on Beowulf's account, we dropped in here, we have the option to move out. The move out option is kind of like an abandonment option. You don't want to get killed, you can get killed, whatever. You don't want to waste your stamina. Instead of trying to fight a whole bunch of other non-guildies and trying to take over it, if you know you're going to lose, instead of wasting stamina and fighting, you can just click the move out button, you keep your stamina, and you move on to the next mine to actually utilize that mana where you're actually going to need it, or the stamina, sorry, not mana. But that's basically going to be it for the move out section. So you can see that we are part of the Chaos Legion here. There's 3 of us in this mine currently. There was 4 people total out of 15, as you can see right here, indicated right there. However, the big thing to note down here is that when you see a non-guildy, which is going to be this guy right here, and you can tell that right off the bat because there is a battle button on the right side of his name. So if you were to click this battle button, you and that person would actually go into a battle, like a PvP match. If you end up successfully beating them in a PvP match, then you will kick them out of the mine. So again, very, very simple. You're going to kick them out of the mine, and then they're going to either move on or they're going to try to come back in and beat you again. Whatever, they're going to continue using stamina. You will use stamina because you actually tried beating them or kicking them out of the mine, right? So that's something very key to note. That is going to be the second tip that you're going to need to do. So the first thing right off the bat for mine battles is you're going to try to take over as many mines as possible, basically in the limited amount of time that you have, right? And then the second thing you're going to need to focus on is kicking other non-guildies out of the mine, because you're going to gain more resources by being your guild, the only guild in that mine. And not only that, they're going to try to take over that mine with themselves or other guildies, so they can start, basically reaping those benefits or those rewards for their own guild, right? So you want to make sure to focus that right off of the bat. But that's going to be it for this screenshot. Pretty plain Jane and simple. Attack the people that aren't on your screen. I'm going to sum it up really quick with the basic strategy is basically hold as many mines as you can for as long as you can. That's how you're going to gain the most resources and the most points. Secondly, you're going to need to kick out enemies that join that are non-guildies, right? So if you've got the battle button next to somebody in that mine with you, which you could have a total up to 15, then you need to kick them out. If you happen to join a mine that has another set of guild or non-guildies in it, so it's got another I don't know, 3 or 4 players from another guild, you successfully have to knock out or kick out all of those people. So you have to beat them, kind of like a Pokemon gym stadium. You have to log in, or you have to jump into the mine, you have to attack each one of them and beat them. Once you successfully beat them, it will kick them out of the mine one at a time, and then from there, once you take it over, then the mine will become yours and you can start gaining that resource and that currency. So last but not least, you need to try to hold the super mines. If you cannot hold the super mines, or you were losing, or you were constantly battling for the same super mine, move on to a regular mine or hunt another super mine somewhere else that you can actually basically defeat. This is going to benefit you in the long run, because you're going to start gaining those points right away, because like I said, this is a time sensitive event. Okay. All right, so taking a look at the soul memory section. So you click the soul memory section down here at the bottom. So the first thing you're going to see right off the bat is you've got 3 different chapters. You've got chapter 1, you've got chapter 2, and you've got chapter 3. You cannot unlock chapter 2 or chapter 3 until you get 10 pages done in chapter 1 to unlock chapter 2. And then the same thing to unlock chapter 3, you need 10 pages done in chapter 2. So right off the bat, what exactly do these chapters mean? Well, when you click on the chapters here, you will see each of these items on this list in these red bars are considered what they call pages. So once you complete a page, the buff on the right-hand side turns from activate to upgrade. So right off the bat, the way that you upgrade pages that you have already unlocked or activated is you have to have duplicates of those souls, basically, or heroes, right? So we've got a Robinson soul here. We did already have the option to activate it. It is activated currently. So we completed that page, and you can see what pages we have already completed at least once in this little one timer, or this one tick on here on the left-hand side. And then also the button changes from activate to upgrade. So in order to upgrade them, you need a duplicate. You can come in here. We need a second Robinson, and then we would be able to click the upgrade button, and this one would turn to a 2, and then it would also double the buffs. So again, very, very nice. Where do you see your total buffs? Well, your total buffs add up and stack up in here. So as we completed 7 pages right here, as you can see in chapter 1, we've got a bonus of 200 attack. We've got a bonus of 1,200 HP. Now, these stats do carry across all of your heroes in the game for every single other thing and section in the game that you do. So that's why it's imperative to come in here and actually focus on doing this, because you get these bonus stats to give you that little bit of leverage, or give you that little bit of oomph against other teams that have yet to do that. So again, very, very simple. Another thing to note is the store section in the top right-hand corner. You can use what they call soul jades in order to come in here and buy specific souls that you need to unlock in different chapters. I would highly recommend to store up some of this Soul Jade material as you get it until you really know and determine on which one that you absolutely need, especially because, you know, every mine battle, you're going to be buying these chests from the mine battle section. Again, you're going to come in here, you can actually this and buy these soul chests. So because you're going to be buying soul chest, it is 100% RNG and random, ladies and gentlemen, to what soul you need. So that's why they've incorporated this store to come in here and actually focus on a little bit harder and buy those said items. But where do you get those soul gems? So coming to the inventory section here, you actually have to use this salvage option, and you actually have to click the soul that you want to salvage, and you can actually salvage them. But again, like I said, in order to unlock current chapters, you need duplicates of those said souls. So don't just come in here. I highly recommend not coming in here for a while and salvaging a bunch of stuff so you can just start buying stuff off of the store. It is not recommended because, like I said, you do need those said duplicates in order to unlock these individual pages. But that's basically going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments if you have any additional questions, and good luck, ladies and gentlemen, on the mines battle that is about to start. I will see you guys on the next one.